Is this the cursed run? It might be. This is finally bringing back the Bolt of Gransack's cursed run. This is it. Yeah, I mean, if that, like, if Lightning Ram Briar was a casual run, then, like, I would maybe consider it, you know? But no hit is just, I'm not doing that. There's no point. No one would do that. And again, that's not really the point of these run requests. Like, the actual hard runs are the ones that, like, the runs that I'll do that are hard are the ones that I'll pick. Like the, you know, low damage type run. not like fucking some absolute meme run. Do something like Var's Bouquet? I probably would, yeah. I'd probably do Var's Bouquet. I don't think, like, that doesn't cross the line for a run request. Probably. I wonder if it'd be worse than this. I feel like it... I don't know, the fact that you can put buffs on it means that it pretty much can't be worse than this, because at least you can do all the same stuff, right? You can put Rod on it. You can put extra bleed on it with Blood Flame. Like, I feel like it probably would not be worse than this. But it'd be close. It'd be a similar type of run. Very similar. But you swapped Cyberpoda for a DLC weapon one? What weapon would you say? Okay, we got the rot. I haven't done Rolana Swords, no. Full Rakshasa or Milady with winged... What's winged? Like winged stance or whatever? Yeah, that's kind of true, I guess. That Cyberpoda and Coated Sword are pretty much similar. But yeah, we could do that then. That sounds fine. Although, like, not sure about the Rakshasa gear though. Because I think what I thought I would do for DLC run requests a long time ago, I guess when the DLC came out, is I would just give myself the Gravesite Plane Grace or something and go collect stuff. So in a case with a weapon like that, like, we certainly can just hop into the DLC and go pick it up. Especially it's nice and early. Surely we go and get the Rolana cameo as well. Just YOLO through that section and just pray to not get hit. Maybe. with no double stealth, no great bow. Yeah, I'll do that. So instead of Cypher Pata, we'll do Milady. Honestly, it's just as well because I've already done an all bosses Cypher Pata run, so I know how that weapon works. It's actually not as bad as you'd think, but I have done that. Really also deflect tier on that run. But no, that's what I'll do though. I'll give myself the gravesite Plain Grace. And just take it from there. I wonder realistically what... I mean, for the Furnace Golem, there's a spot to... there's a spot to throw a pot for him, right? But like, where do you even do it from?
Well, it's been a... How can I help?
Where did I even get hit on the last run here, dude? What happened on the last run? I got hit. Yeah, deflecting tier 1, yeah. No, I got hit another time after Malaga. I'm forgetting where that was. Oh yeah, the Bellbear Hunter, yeah.
Demand repentance.
That's right.
Cough up your coin. All of it.
FYI, you could do all your any % runs in just one stream. Light first grace and say run done. Also, impossible run idea. Any game,
yeah, but
any way you want, but with a short buzz cut and clean shaven.
Rec, thanks for the $10, dude. But any percent like implies you beat the game, though. The any percent part just means that you can do pretty much any amount of content as long as you're beating the game. You know? Yeah, impossible. Buzz cut. Yeah, that actually is impossible. All right, we have Altus now. On top of a gravestone. Need stealth. Interesting. Because that'd be pretty fun too to do some like deflection no hit run. I think that could be cool. But yeah, would definitely have to figure out a strat for that guy. I would take a break pretty soon. I was thinking after that run where I got hit on Malekith, I would take a break and go get something to eat, but yeah, I agree. Deflect here should have been until you die, 100%. Because just running through areas and being able to deflect and stuff would be really fun. But I think it only lasts for 5 minutes, which is it's a while, but it's not long enough, I think. How's it going, Amanda? New weapon class with that has deflector built in. That yeah, could have done that as well. Built in. Well, 5 minutes. It sounds like plenty for a boss fight. If you're using it through areas, though, it is definitely not long, right? If you want to go through and do kind of a parrying playstyle, take out a bunch of mobs, 5 minutes is going to get you through a tiny bit of a running section. That's it. Yeah, surely I'll get around to doing all the casual runs. Surely, dude. It'll definitely happen. I do think though with the DLC weapons, I think I'd be more willing or more interested in doing for a casual run. But it's more like what I think I want to do instead of doing some of the casual requests that people have made is just continue doing the oh boy, my cat is like pulling on her fur trying to collect my mouse or trying to get to my mouse, dude. Instead of doing a run with only a single weapon, is just use those weapons during the weapon type runs, you know? Like that sounds more interesting to me because doing a weapon for the entire game is like it's a little too much to see what it has to offer, I think. You can pretty much tell how weapon is pretty early, but with the DLC ones, though, I would want to do the weapon category runs with those. But there are already so few weapons in the category that... Right, with the... I mean, I guess the Valks are just curved swords, though. But... I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we will see.
Well, I presume.
Does any... Well, yeah, I mean... yeah, surely just give myself Elden Beast Grace and then just call the run good. But no, these runs are fun to do. It's not like it's a punishment having to do them. For the most part. And, yeah, most of them have been fun. I would say pretty much all of them have been, but... But yeah, I don't... Where it gets too far is where the runs I just won't do them. And that Lightning Ram...
Well, then I
like,
presume.
Lightning Ram, Briar Armor, no-hit run. I'm willing to test it out just to see what it looks like on some bosses, just to see. I'm willing to test it, but I'm not going to do that. Right? It just... That would be dumb. So... And it's the same... I think... It's not even that maybe it is possible to do it. Probably could, but that's not really the type of run that I want to be doing for the run requests. It's too much. And it's the same kind of too with the, you know, there's some other requests, Life Hunt Scythe and DS3. I'll test it out on bosses, but I'm not going to do a no-hit run with it. Or maybe what I should do in that case is just... I mean, I was just going to refund the points, but I could also just do a casual run with it, with what they're saying. Because, yeah, Lightning Ram with Briar on a casual run would be way more fun than trying to no-hit it. And no Cuck Reese again.
Fine.
Should go to this guy to buy those bolts. Yeah, I could change it into a casual run for sure. Yeah. And in fact, that's what I might do. Maybe that's what I should do. Like, Soldering Iron's the same in DS3, Life Hunt Scythe. I think that's what I should do. Just change it into casual. And I can still refund the points, but I feel like the people who request those will be fine with that. Okay, what's going on this time? What is this? I've never seen this. You have a crossbow. Shoot me with it. You absolute clowns, dude. Yeah, if I did Yorm with Storm Ruler, then it would be fine. But I kind of feel like the whole point of that run is to do Yorm with the weapon. So. But yeah, I that's what I think I'll do. Maybe we can even do those today just to like change it up from no hit for a bit. Like do some DS3 soldering iron. We'll see. Yeah, life on scythe though, I'm pretty sure is just trash. So. Elfman, thanks for the bits, dude. I don't get alerts for these bits anymore. Like they don't show up on screen. I think because maybe Streamlabs doesn't have the notification set up for them or something. Well, Milady, someone just changed their request to the Milady. Okay, why is this guy not hearing that? So we are going to do a Milady run. Milady with, I think I'm going to get the cameo with Wing Stance. And that sounds really sick, actually, with a counter hit build. I like, that could be crazy damage, dude. Could be insane stuff. Where am I going now? Elbering Hunter? Yeah, that could be a crazy run. Yeah, yellow damage. Yellow damage that isn't a status proc. Could you imagine? Yeah, you know what? Like, maybe I'll just do that run next, too. Just to... Well, unless I do a casual DS3 run after this with, like, Life on Scythe. Or Briar armor with Lightning Ram. But I should finish this first, because I'm getting excited for all these other runs, but we still have this run to go.
Now's the time. Not floating.
Not that this run isn't fun, but I wish I just got it on the other attempt. That'd been nice.
Not floating.
What I get for, I don't know, using a ranged weapon when I'm not used to it. Whoa. Why would he do that? What is he doing? Is it an input read? I haven't seen that the other times fighting him. What the hell? Dude, that's so weird. I mean, we fought him like at least 3 other times and he didn't do that a single time. And now he's just whipping out some random input read attack that I've never seen. The hell, dude? Oh. I have repeat action on. Oh. Just continue. Who cares, dude? I don't care. Just continue it. I honestly don't care. That's funny. That's funny stuff, dude. Yeah, well, yeah, Hunter cuts that part out for sure. That's so funny. It's like, why is he doing this attack that shouldn't be possible? Ah, that is why. Oh. That would explain it. Save the horse. All right, so I guess let's go get the Spear Talisman. After I buy a bunch of bones. But it honestly made the fight more dangerous. That, like, I actually made it harder. Oh, yeah, and that's why the enemies were blocking. Yeah. Okay, well, things are starting to add up. Literally making the run harder on myself by making these enemies be weird. Yep. Okay, so what am I getting? Bones. Wasn't there something else I had to buy too? By the crafting. One time you had... Wait, one time you had invisible on for Champ Gundyr. He was being all weird. Wait, what?
Right.
Like, I don't even know what that is, though. Like, were you just running through areas with it or something? And I don't know. Yeah, weapon for shared order. Yeah. Yeah, we should go get shared order pretty early on this one. Go get it after this. Make your character invisible so enemies... Okay, yeah. I see. I see. Could you imagine if I left that on the entire run? I wonder when I would have actually figured it out myself that it was still on. When would that have happened? It is nighttime. Let's see if this works or not. Maybe we should just make it today. I'll just make it today. Wonder when I would have noticed. I guess make sure nothing else is on here. I don't think so, though. No, we're good. Yeah, remembered no death, but I didn't remember repeat action. Yeah, Market spamming dagger. Yeah, always knew this guy was a cheater. Leaving repeat action on, hoping no one would notice. What is this absolute nonsense this guy does? You know what? I'm baiting you over here. I wonder if I need another Kukri then. Okay. It looks pretty good. Alright, so we got Spear Talisman. Let's go get Sacred Order. Crazy the Dragon Barrow Bellbearing Hunter cheese worked with that? Yeah, but, I mean, it's not like he does anything, though, right? He just walks up. And don't you have to lock on to enemies for that, or no? Maybe you don't. Yeah, the funniest thing is, like, why are they blocking? I was so confused. Like, these guys never block. Why are they doing that? But yeah, honestly, I'm so curious when I would have noticed. I feel like I definitely wouldn't have noticed by now. Well, obviously I noticed they were doing weird stuff, but... Dude, I think I need my mouse for this. I noticed they were doing weird stuff, but when would I actually have realized, like, okay, something's genuinely wrong here? I don't know. Maybe that Bellbearing Hunter would have been enough. Okay, Sacred Order. Spear Talisman. We got bolts. I think we're pretty much good. Oh yeah, bleed. Last thing on the list. Yeah, I'm sure Margaret I would have noticed, yeah. And honestly, if it happened for Morgott, I probably would have reset the run. But since it was only the Bellbearing Hunter, it was fine. Actually made the run harder on myself. Yeah, the early graces saves us a lot of time, especially on a run like this that has a gigantic setup. Like, just doing this run with an hour and 10-minute setup before you fight anybody would just be very painful. I don't know how long it'd actually be. It feels like it could easily be that long. Well, you know what? The setup actually is fun, I think, when you only have to do it once. I actually do enjoy setting up my characters and making a route to set them up. I think that's quite fun. And that's what was fun about the Beast. Incant run. Is that it had a really interesting setup for it. And yeah, it was fun to do. But doing it, you know, when you start to have to do things over and over again, even when you have the starting graces that save you a bunch of time, it still is so tedious. And that's why just no-hit running the other Souls games that pretty much don't have a setup, you just go and just fight stuff, is definitely better. Better for no-hit. But I prefer this. I prefer Elden Ring in the way it's all set up for just normal casual runs, for sure. Easily. And the starting graces do make it much better. I don't know about all runs giving graces. Like, it really just depends on the run. If I'm doing Soulsborne Albasa no hit, there's no way I'm giving myself graces for that. But yeah, any probably serious run like that, I wouldn't, but not sure where the line is drawn there, because when I was gonna do like Master Run all Great Runes, I was gonna give myself graces for that. So, but that's a run I feel like it kind of makes sense on. Oh, you know what? I forgot to buy the the Aeonian Butterflies, dude. I forgot to buy it on the other run as well, actually. Okay, we got Bleed. We can make some Bone Bolts as well. And we should be good to go. Yeah, on Marathon, like, there are certain runs where it feels like it just wouldn't make sense to give myself starting graces. This is one of those runs that I feel like it... Or sorry, like, even the Master Run feels like it's a run that makes some sense to do that. But yeah, definitely not on a Marathon run. That would be... That's too much. I'd just play the original, like, vanilla setup for that. Especially because one thing doing the starting graces takes away is some of the... I guess the consideration for efficiency on routes and like, you know, like not going to go get something because it's so far out of the way. I still have that a little bit, but on a run like the Master Run all Great Runes, for example, for Red Wolf, I want to go fight him immediately and I want to use Lightning Slash. But if I don't give myself starting graces, then there's no chance I'd ever go get Lightning Slash because it's just so far out of the way to go. Well, it's not out of the way, but it's so... I would have to do a lot of setup to get to that point. And then fighting Red Wolf on a run like Master Run is pretty risky with the frame trap. So yeah, I just wouldn't go get it for the reset efficiency. But if I'm giving myself starting graces, then I'm going to go get it. So it does kind of changes the dynamic of a run a little bit. It's something I would have to think about. But definitely for these runs like this, they're not serious at all. Like, I'm just going to simply give the graces to save us time. But yeah, not certain where the line would be drawn for that. Are these settings done on Save Manager for what, the Graces? No, you could do it that way, but I'm using Cheat Engine for it. I just have a script that just gives me all this stuff at the start of the game. You can do this. I think you can do pretty much the exact same thing in ER Tool. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, this is right. Elden Ring Final Game B Game 6? I think so, most likely.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Attack. Yeah, the thing is, what other game makes sense for Final Game? The only possible answer is Demon Souls. But the way I think about it is the last a normal Elden Ring all bosses no hit run, the last like 6 hours are pretty much free. They're not totally free. Obviously things can go wrong, but they're pretty secure. Like at least the last 6 hours, maybe even more than that. As long as you don't make any big mess up, like you should be fine. But if I did Demon Souls last, that's like an hour, 40-minute run. And sure, the whole run is quite safe. And that's why I did it as game... What'd I do? Game 5? No, I did it as game 6 in the God Run 3. Which is pretty... That really does say something because... I barely have any hours in Demon Souls. Like, I haven't done that many runs in it, and I was confident enough to put it in game 6. So that does mean... That definitely means something. But yeah, even then, that's only an hour, 40-minute run. And then, like, what would you do? Elden Ring before that? It doesn't make as much sense to do it that way. Yeah, it's not region locked. Yeah, I'm just, like, straight up all bosses no hit. But 100%, Elden Ring last makes the most sense. Guess I don't have to unequip this. Nice one. Ilika's really getting her moments to shine on these runs, dude. On this run. Like, we basically never get to see her moveset. I mean, you can't really see it anyways, even when you're fighting her, because you can't tell what the hell's going on, but... I need more bolts, actually. And I should also go get those butterflies. So yeah, probably what I'm thinking my order will be, Demon Souls will be game 5, most likely. Game 1 is Bloodborne, of course. Game 2, I think, has to be Dark Souls 1. Which is unfortunate because the run is really so simple, but you got to get past ONS. And even with sorcery, they're like I fought ONS a lot. I feel good with the fight and stuff, but there is still danger with the glitch charge. Doesn't matter what you're using. So yeah, Dark Souls 1, I want to put game 1 or game 2 or 3, pretty much.
You there? Come over here, would you?
I don't think I'd feel good putting Dark Souls 1 as game 4. So it's game 2 or 3. I think Dark Souls 2 is probably also in game 2 or 3, and then Dark Souls 3, then Demon Souls, then Elden Ring is what I'm probably gonna do.
What's it? Step back, wretched tarnished.
I also, Dark Souls 3 is also kind of sketchy. It's just those runs in the middle, those runs that are run game 2 to 5. Oh, sorry, game 2 to 4. Those 3 games, I feel like really could be in any order. It just depends how I'm feeling with them. Because Dark Souls 3 is the hardest out of those 3. But I've done it the most. And Dark Souls 2's got some, like, meme stuff. A little bit. Because you don't have hidden body in Dark Souls 2. So the running sections are a little bit more questionable. And some of the strats maybe aren't quite as good. What on earth? Dude. Hey, why am I missing? I just shot the guy in the back somehow. That's actually incredible how that was a thing. Okay, where's this guy now? Why is the aim so messed up? I don't get it, dude. Like, that one just decides one of my bolts is going to go into the ceiling. Randomly. And then I don't move, and then the next volley is just completely normal. What is this item here? Madman, thanks for the 80 bits. I haven't done DS3 crowd control, no. I think that'd be pretty fun. Sure, there'll be some, like, charity thing that we could do at some point. Crossbows are not good. No. This one is pretty good, though. Like, I keep saying they're not good. Like, mostly because on this run, it's obviously... This is the weakest run we've done so far for no hit, any percent. But that doesn't mean that they're bad necessarily, because the Bolt of Grand Sax is the same kind of case where it's a bad no-hit weapon for an any percent, but it's, you know, saying the Bolt of Grand Sax is bad overall is just not true. That being said, most of the crossbows are actually bad. This one is not. And the use case where it's not bad is range and status. Range status builds, maybe the best in the game for it. It's still, like, that being said, it's still going to be way worse than if you go with, like, seppuku on a weapon or something like that, but you can do it from range. That's the main thing. So that's where this particular crossbow shines the most. The rest of them are pretty much all useless. Repeating crossbow is okay with the Ash of War. It can do some good damage. And yeah, part of the reason why they're so bad, they don't scale with any stats. 0 scaling. Reduvia also has range bleed. That's true, but honestly, like, I'm taking this thing over Reduvia if I'm trying to just, like, range bleed someone. It depends. It depends on the situation. This thing can go way, way further, so... It just depends, I guess. But if I'm kind of like mid-range on a boss, then Reduvia is gonna do more. Or Bloodblade. But this thing can hit far, so... yeah, Lank and Shambles. No, this thing can hit far, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking about, you know, far-ranged status. Which is very valuable, because if I want to go proc Rot on Fire Giant, this would be a really good option for it. Because that's what I do on this run, at least. You can go Rot Breath, too, but... maybe you're not a mage or something. Or... no, it's a nice offhand weapon where you can get some extra status hits when a boss does something that you can't reach them with. Or, like, they do something that they force you away, and you can't do anything, so... you can at least do something. And so I'm thinking a boss like Horlu when he does the big AoEs and stuff. I don't know if Reduvia can hit him when you're that far away, but certainly some things can. yeah, this thing would be great for that because you can just basically proc a bleed while you can't normally do anything else with melee weapons, you know?
I am the Lord.
Do that arrow? Yeah, he deflects arrows back at you, but they can actually hit you, so it'd be really funny if they could.
We'll return together to our home.
Now, Sacred Order,
Bathed in rays.
now whether it's a bug or not is up to debate, really, but it gives you 10% damage, just straight up 10%. So it's basically a better version of Jellyfish Shield, because Jellyfish Shield got nerfed to 12.5%. This gives you 10%, but it lasts a minute. I think Jellyfish is only like 20 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, or it's pretty short. And this is a blue dancer build. And Jellyfish is heavy. Dagger is not heavy, so it works. It works perfectly for a crossbow build. And I don't like using Jellyfish because of the let's go get Flame Grimmy Strength as well, but yeah, I kind of don't like Jellyfish Shield because you got to rebuff it constantly, but Sacred Order lasts a minute, so yep. I quite like Sacred Order. I didn't think about using it on this build, but yeah, it's a good pickup. I'm gonna probably take a break pretty soon, you guys. Go eat something. When will I do the all Soulsborne boss tier list? I kind of want to do it during this marathon, but maybe it's a bad idea. The reason it would be a bad idea is because my voice might be screwed if I do that. I remember the last time I did it, my voice the next day was not great. And already, I've been streaming for like 10 days, so. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a break, you guys. All right, thanks for waiting, you guys. All right, we continue. Yeah, unreasonably late. Someone get the streamer out of here, dude. Cut his internet. Did Ottawa win? Were they playing today? No, they don't play today. They won last night, though. I'm not sure if Huckry is necessary for this guy, but maybe it is. This is an 8-bit Doe Ultimate 2 controller. Really, really nice. You can also get the Ultimate 2C, which is like a slightly less customizable version. Like, you don't have the trigger. You can't change the trigger. Press point, I guess. I don't know what it's actually called. You can't change how far the triggers have to go down for it to be pressed on the 2C, and you also don't have back buttons, but you do have the extra bumper still. Like, honestly, that's probably all I need. It's a good price, too. Has the stream, like, lagged anymore since I was gone? Like, I wonder if I actually need to, like, restart my PC or something. think once. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that because that's certainly not normal. Dog from Saturn, thanks for the 71-month resub. Welcome back, dude. Thanks, dude.
Oh, you pay
You found out Gosdog is supposedly Godric's son.
a little.
So don't worry about the runs I've lost. He's strong. Makes me feel much better. All right, we can now make frost bolts. When we come back, well, I'll just get them now, I guess. Just get these 8. Actually, no, I'll just get it later. We don't need it yet.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival...
All right, so I think I did use frost last time. May as well. Gostak was bred to be Millennia's consort. True. The Pulley crossbow is, I don't know. I got one run that actually got somewhere, and then I ended up getting hit to Malekith, so it's been a little rough so far. I definitely should get more mines so I don't have to drink between my buff sequence. Thought I messed up for a second there. That was one of those situations where I'm in the middle of an animation and the boss is doing an attack that I'm just like not sure if I'm going to recover fast enough from. So I just kind of start rolling to try to immediately get out of it. But that's gotten me killed before because There was one run where I was doing something like that, but then my recovery was actually way sooner than, like, it wasn't even close to getting hit by the attack, but I was already spamming B. And so it got queued up, and then I just, like, got roll caught because I rolled way too early. So basically, I probably shouldn't do that, is what I'm saying. Probably should not do that. Like, there's not actually a point in doing that, because you may as well just try to time your roll with when their attack is every time. Oh, yeah, it was Jellyfish Shield, yeah. Yeah. What run was that even? A spear? I don't think I'm going to use Rot this time. Or, no, sorry. I don't think I'm going to use Frost this time. Let's go Bleed. Ah, yeah, I grafted Dragon. That makes sense. Okay, let's actually... also... level up a bit of Mind. That's probably good. Yeah, I think after this run, it might be fun to do a casual run or something. Maybe like Dark Souls 3 Solid Ring Iron casual run, maybe. We'll see about that. Like, I should test if no hit is something I should do instead on that. It's an unfortunate headshot. Okay, so it is fast enough on that. Probably not on this one. Well, it probably is fast enough on that one, too. Yeah, I still haven't tested the roll on the slam. Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't do that with this weapon anyways, probably. But dude, a DS3 tank run would actually be pretty sick. But that's not what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking about the fact that what I think I want to do instead for some of the run requests are just, I'm not going to do them as a no-hit. For example, Briar Armor plus Lightning Ram. I'm not doing that no-hit. Unless the damage is crazy and I'm totally underestimating it, but that's definitely more of a run that should be not a no-hit. And so we can do that, but as a casual run. Like, that's sort of what I'm thinking.
Is custom well.
Dude, our damage on the Deathbird is going to be pretty fucking insane. Should just stock up on these. Level Mind and Endurance. Well, I'm not really going to level up anything past this point because we don't really need it. it's actually not that insane. I thought with Sacred Order it'd be like he would be killed in like 3 volleys or something, but definitely better than before. All right, let's go get stealth. Elfman, thanks for the bits, dude. I think I'm missing a bunch of the bits that people are giving because I'm not seeing them as normal notifications when it's those like stickers, or I don't even know what it is, but this new Twitch thing. So I apologize if I miss some of those, but yeah, surely disable AI. No, that's just what that guy does when you go up on the ledge. Tries to attack you a couple times and then just simply sits there. Civilite, welcome back. Yeah, surely I took a nap. No, I just went to eat. I don't know what meal it is for me at this point. I guess lunch. Jerk, thanks for the 55-month resub. Got scammed of the TTS, though. I don't get the insane poem. Fire Deadly Sin stack with Lightning Ram Briar armor? It should. I don't see why not. Yeah, that's I'll do that as a casual run, I think. Lightning Ram plus Briar armor. Seems reasonable. That one. Steve's guys have been getting kind of shafted because you've been saying up to watch the streams. Dang.
You
Well,
surprised no matter. Why don't oh,
me too, I guess, sorta. Yeah, tonight, I'll probably end tonight at like 8 or something. I don't know. I say tonight. That is concretely tomorrow morning. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly what I need to go for at this point. Yeah, just keep pushing it back a bit. And yeah, I literally haven't seen the sun in in a long time, dude. Like 3 days. Yeah, I mean, it does happen really fast. Oh boy, something in my eye, dude. It does happen fast, right? Oh my god, what is in my eye, dude? Jesus. This really is the cursed run. I get hit in Malakath, get some in my fucking eye. Cursed run. Not sure what that is in my eye. Something. What am I saying? Oh yeah, it happens fast because all it takes is you to stay up 3 extra hours one night and it's over. But fixing it is not that fast because you can't just go to sleep 3 hours earlier. It doesn't work like that. Now, it doesn't feel like an eyelash, dude. It feels like a rock. A piece of dirt or something. I think we're good. Maybe. But yeah, you can't just go to sleep 3 hours early one night and then call it good, you know? So the best way, the best way in my opinion, I have had sleep schedule at literally every possible interval you can think of, pretty much. The best way for me is to sleep. So let's say I go to sleep tonight at 8, or yeah, after I'm done, I sleep at 8 in the morning. I set my alarm and wake up at 12, kind of thing. Wake up at 12, sleep for 4 hours, and then sleep, and then like I'd be able to go to sleep at like 9 after that, pretty much. That's how it works for me. And this stay up all night thing does not work for me at all. Because what ends up happening if I just don't go to sleep until 9 p.m. tonight instead, or like tomorrow night, then I'm gonna, first of all, it's gonna be painful to stay up for that long, but then I'm gonna sleep for 13 hours the next night. Like I've tried that before and I didn't set an alarm and I just ended up sleeping for 13, 14 hours or something. And then I was right back in I was right back into the weird sleep time. So yeah, definitely sleeping only a couple hours. Oh yeah, I was gonna go get sleep pots. Sleeping for, yeah, like sleeping for like 4 hours and then doing it that way is the way. Yeah, like a long nap or something. I feel like that's probably the healthiest way to do it as well. Gotta be, because staying up for, like, if I don't go to sleep until 9 tomorrow night, that would be awake for how many hours? I guess, like, over 30 hours, pretty much. Like, yeah, just over 30 hours. And that's just not a good thing to do. You shouldn't stay up for that long. But yeah, fully rotating around the schedule, I don't think I've ever actually done that, but I'm doing it here. That's the plan. And it should be fine. Like, I don't see any issue with it. Really. Because I'm getting enough sleep. So 4 to 5 hours sleep is best. Interesting. Anytime we talk about sleep, there is always someone that goes like, I wish I could get like 4 hours of sleep. Like, I wish I slept that much, but I usually sleep like 2. There's always someone. It's just funny. You know, for me, 8 hours is pretty much the minimum I would want. 8 to 9 is ideal. If I sleep more, then that's good. That's good. I like sleeping more than that. If I sleep 4, I'm in not great state. Yeah, 9 to 10, like, is definitely the more for me. The more, the better. Simply. Nah. So, oh, okay. I see. I was gonna answer that. Worked at a pizza place. One of the drivers there worked so much he only had time for 5 hours sleep. Did that for 20 years. Definitely not okay in the cranium. Yeah, you got to get enough sleep, dude. Like, there are a lot of studies on it that basically just show that if you don't get enough sleep, then you simply are just gonna not live as long. Now, that being said, you could go like, well, if they're not sleeping as much, they're awake more. And so maybe it works out. I don't know. I don't know exactly the numbers, but... That's the wrong type of bolt. But yeah, I'd rather... I don't know. If I sleep 5 hours every night, I'm just not going to be in as good shape, you know? Gonna be all messed up. Holy smokes, dude. Yeah, like, so maybe if you live for 80 years or whatever, 70 years, 80 years, and you only slept 4 hours a night, maybe the amount of time you'd be awake would kind of make up for it or something, but I feel like you'd just be miserable. Or, well, maybe not miserable. Maybe some people genuinely, like, definitely as you get older, you don't need as much, but maybe there are some people that are just like, yep, I sleep for 3 hours and I'm simply good to go. But I don't know, man.
Great.
It doesn't work out. Well, I'm just saying the numbers, like, oh. What? I'm just saying, I don't know how the numbers work out with that in terms of awake time. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it definitely doesn't sound like it would be ideal. How'd that guy aggro? With that anti-stealth. But yeah, honestly, it's really unfortunate that I don't have like a workout stream set up right now, because then I wouldn't have to, like, when I take an hour break or whatever and I'm going to work out, then like that wouldn't have to be a break, I guess. Unfortunate. Surely next time I'll have it set up. But I would have to figure out my internet and stuff, because my internet out in my garage is real bad. On the exact opposite side of, like, my my modem, and then I have extenders and stuff, but it's still, like, kind of far. Yeah. Yeah, opposite side of the mansion, dude. Surely. But no, it's like a detached garage, pretty much. So, not pretty much, it literally is. So, that's what I mean. It's not like I've gotta walk like 10 minutes to get to the other side of my house. Surely. Gotta pack a lunch. But no, I'm sure I can, like, route some Ethernet out there pretty easily. Just simply gotta... Well, I'm also not gonna do it in the middle of winter, so... the servants' quarters. Of course. Right next to the wine room. Or what do they call the Stormvale one? Extras got it as the... Oh yeah, wine cellar. Yeah. Yeah. So you know I don't have one, dude. The wine room. Nice one. Not too bad. Oh yeah, I forgot to use red feather. That's true. Whoops. I just don't like setting up red feather. It takes... I just don't like it, dude. Some type of rare gene where person can get 3 to 4 hours sleep a night and be totally fine. Yeah, I'm sure, like... It's possible. I really don't know. I'm not an expert. All I know is for me that 8 hours feels like the minimum that I want. Now, that being said, pretty much every night during this marathon has been under 8, but... Did I equip? I probably even equipped Bloody Slash. Yeah, you want 16 hours? That's ideal. yeah, Christian. That's part of the thing I really don't like about using buffs. Is that as soon as they're gone, it's like, wow, this is half as effective, pretty much. Yeah, you should guys read. Oh, yeah. You always wake up at 4 a.m. to eat cereal, then back to sleep. Really? Is that true? That's crazy, dude. That's really funny. I used to have issues going back to sleep once I woke up. Or actually, it's not even once I woke up. Once I started getting up and doing stuff. If I got up and did something and then tried to go back to sleep, I just couldn't. It's not the case anymore, though. Now it's simple. Wait, I should have done stealth first. Dude. Should use red feather. Imagine getting hit after that. Yeah, it did have yellow damage. Honestly, if you're using crossbow in the early game, it's fine. But we're also +9. So, I guess, I don't know. All right, rot and then frost. I feel like we have less frost this time. But I thought I got it all. Yeah, I think, yeah, if you miss the physic by a certain point, I don't know exactly what point that is, but they just let you buy it. Same with the wet blade. It makes sense so you don't miss important stuff. Because I missed the physic for a while on my first playthrough, I think. Oh, after 2 great runes. When does the wet blade? When can you buy that? Dude, I keep messing up big. Okay, it's the same. Should be dead here, I think. Very clean.
Shall not be forgiven.
That one was nice and clean, dude. I think the red feather with the Sacred Order made that really nice. Go Master, thanks for the gifted sub. Thanks, dude. Quite a respectable kill, but we are +9, so we have to keep that in mind, right? Because if you're trying to compare that to other Somberstone weapons, it might be like, oh shit, that's actually insanely strong. But normally I'm only at +6, and I don't normally use Red Feather, so. This run is really cool, though. I do like this run quite a lot.
It seems torrent.
It's just painful to reset it. Because you have to go, like, collecting a bunch of stuff. It's kind of the same as the Beast Incan. It was a super cool route, but having to reset it is quite painful.
Hello. Allow me.
Yeah, Morgoth not dead, just lying down. Yeah, he's having a nap, dude.
And become my purpose, so I'd like to the flame and guide you.
He's having a nap. Have work tomorrow, should be sleep. Kind of zoned out playing Night Rain. Yeah, Night Rain, when the game came out, it was so easy to spend 10 hours just playing it and then just forgetting. Or, well, not even forgetting. It's just time goes so fast. Or can go so fast when playing that game. That's what was happening. When it came out, it was like, holy shit, I just spent 10 hours playing that. And it felt like nothing. Your first playthrough thought that was the final boss? Honestly, that it would have made sense. You're approaching the Erd Tree the whole time. You get there. I don't know what I thought. Name of the genre of music listen to? Nah. I don't know. What's on centers this season? I think they're doing pretty well considering a lot of things. They're definitely not in a bad spot right now. I wonder what the record in November is, because November is also normally the cursed month for them, but it's been kind of fine. So I think, I don't know, I was kind of going doomer at the start of the season, thinking they were looking so bad, mainly because of goaltending, but Hallmark's been pretty good. So I think they're just going to be like solidly in a playoff spot probably most of the year. I also think, you know, Toronto's dropping off. Montreal is coming up, but their schedule, or their records are a little fraudulent, I would say. They're not as good as their record was, and then the last few games they've lost, which is, I don't know. They've had a pretty easy record, so. And who else is there? I mean, Boston's playing pretty well. Detroit's also playing pretty well. I don't know. I feel like they should quite handily make the playoffs. At least. And who knows what the Atlantic's going to look like. Like, so many injuries and stuff. It's hard to know what's going to happen. Yeah, Montreal did get smoked by the Caps. Yeah, it's just they've played against a lot of non-playoff teams to start. Like, so pretty much just weaker teams at the start of the season. And they were doing quite well, but their schedule's gotten a little bit tougher, and they've pretty much lost most of the games. So it's hard to know what they are actually doing, if they're just playing poorly right now or what. But either way, it's good for Ottawa. So because they're not looking so great. Okay, are we good to just go here? Already +9. Yeah, you would think Boston will fall off, but they've been decent. Pretty much just rotten poison. And the Penguins are weird. It's a weird season so far. It's a very weird season. So many injuries this year, which is going to play a big role. And I think Hellebuck just got hurt too. So, like, I don't know. And he was my fantasy goalie, so that's really bad. Yeah, dude, what even, does anyone know what actually happened to Jack Hughes? He just got cut by something, or like, what could have possibly happened, I wonder? Oh, is the stream dying? I don't think so. Is it? Maybe. Oh, it is dying. Oh, boy. To restart my PC. I mean, everything's good though, but maybe my PC could go for a restart, possibly. Because yeah, I don't know if it's my internet or. It looks like it's fine now. But yeah, totally, the YouTube stream just died for a bit. Maybe they're cutting me off, dude. But like, this guy's not paying enough to use this much internet. Interesting. It seems like it's stabilized now. I doubt it's my internet, but I did actually, 2 weeks ago, a week before the marathon started, I did My internet did die for like 30 minutes. I wonder if there are some issues, but it should be all good now, right? Everything looks fine. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I should like restart my PC, restart OBS, all that stuff, because it's all been running this whole time. So, okay, well if it's good, then well, it's just YouTube. YouTube like totally. I wasn't sending anything to YouTube for a couple seconds there. Certainly won't happen mid-boss fight. Yeah, I've dropped 7,000 frames on YouTube, which isn't that many, but it's enough to definitely look super laggy for a minute or two. But that's over the course of like, what the? This is over the course of this 6-hour YouTube stream, so. There's nowhere to go? Oh my god, dude. Like, that attack is so bad. You just get trolled sometimes. Yeah, it's like, Jimmy's like, man, you know what? Let's make an attack that has the potential to just totally just simply blast the player. How's he not rotted? There we go. I guess I didn't eye hit him. Kind of used a lot of bolts there. A lot of rot bolts. Because I didn't get any eye hits. Or maybe he was rotted for longer than I thought. Or like he was rotted and I just didn't see it. What the? What was I locked onto? So good at proccing bleed in Fire Giant Phase 2. This thing. Caps, thanks for the bits, dude. Also, Noisy, thanks for the 8-month resub. I really thought I was dead when he was doing that fire pillar. Because I just... It didn't look like I had anywhere to go. I'm gonna buy. We're out of the beast bones, so I kind of need to get more. Because we do have a bit more rot. We have 3 more butterflies, so we should be good, I think. By all of them. We basically have a stack more rot. That should be enough. Gotta be enough, surely. Oops. Keep PC up. Nah, I think... You know what could have been an idea?
I have long
Is to
observed
leave...
the
To,
last
like,
world
alternate
and
which
dare
PC
are
stays
you to
on.
commit. Very
I never
well,
thought about that. But no, we gotta keep it running, dude. We gotta have that timer going. I don't think it's a PC, dude. I think it's some internet issue. It must be. Because my PC is perfectly good. Like all the temps are super low. It's running perfectly fine. No problem. Normal katanas or great katanas? Which one I like more? Which one's better? I feel like normal katanas are probably better. I think I like great katanas more, though. I could be wrong. Wait, his ancient dragon... Wait, who are you talking about? What does that mean? Oh, the one that flies down? Oh, this. Oh, I thought you were saying, like... I thought you were talking about someone else, and they're, like... I don't know. I didn't see the correction. Wait, so he has a unique move at 50% HP? I must have seen it. Because I've fought him before. A couple times, but... Okay, are we good on all the arrows here? We need more sleep. What move does it... Like... I can't think of it. There was a run actually recently where I fought him. I can't remember what run it was, but... I wanted the Ancient Stone. I can't remember what the move would have been. Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I have seen him do that. Yeah, he does the, like... Yeah, I have seen him do that. I guess I just never really thought about it. Two-handed sword, talisman buff, fully charged, heavy type. Yeah, it does. It doesn't buff any Ashes of War, though, as far as I'm aware. But but I don't know. Might depend. Pretty sure it doesn't buff Ashes of War, though. Okay, that should be enough. And our arrow situation is fine. There, that's how it's supposed to go right there, dude. That is how it's supposed to go. Really clean strat. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go when I don't accidentally shoot the apostle after sleeping him. Very clean. Yeah, I did almost shoot him again. I feel like at the start there was some questionable shots there, but... But if From made Godskins immune to sleep in the Tarnished Edition, then I simply wouldn't play it. Honestly. I would simply not. Well, no, it's not. They would never make them immune, but imagine they fixed the, well, so Godskins have an unused attack, I guess, or whatever, that, that wakes the other one up. And so imagine they could do that. Although it wouldn't really matter for most runs here because you sleep them both anyways. But it'd be kind of funny if, yeah, like, if they could wake each other up. I mean, it'd be so dumb. Like, what's even the point then? Guess we can do the skip and then get the grace. I need more bleed, I think. Yep. Rot is looking pretty good. Yeah, you know what? Like, fighting Godskin straight up isn't really that bad. But it would... Like, doing it on no hit is a little sketchy. Especially this late in the run. It's kind of like Ornstein the Smo, but if they were late in the run instead and not bugged, but also just kind of harder moveset. Yeah, I remember having that happen in early randomizer. I think it got... I don't think it happens anymore, or... I don't know. I don't know if Matt changed that, but... I think the first randomizer run I did, I tried to sleep them, and then... They woke up. One of them woke the other up. Okay, well, several hours later, and we are back. No, I only did consumable in the base game. Nah, last round I got hit by Malekith. In a very bizarre way. Like, it pretty much... It's not that it had nothing to do with the weapon, because I feel like I was in a weird position because of this thing, but... Really, that's all I got. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. The timing that I normally dodge an attack at is from a different position, or I normally jump. And I guess I was a little bit late on my jump by basically a frame or two. Literally a frame, like literally 2 frames. Maximum. All right, that should be good enough.
not have it stolen from me again.
Kind of thought I jumped that too late for a second. Should bleed, I think, here.
Astonished. Why cover destined death? To kill what?
Nice. All right, now it is time to set up the poison cheese. Surely it's legal on this run because I'll be aiming every pot using the crossbow. Spew, thanks for the brand new sub, by the way. Thanks, dude. So we need to get poison and fetid pots, and we need... Hopefully I still have that written down. Yeah, I do, actually. Perfect. Perfect, dude. Really, crossbow is the same as bows? It's got to be the same, dude. Definitely. Yeah, imagine. I'm just like throwing all these pots and it's just totally in the wrong spot. Scuff the strat. Have to fight him straight up. And he just input reads every possible attack I do. I just can never win anymore. Yeah, only 19 days left. More like 20, but yeah. Did I test? Nah, there's no way. It's not going to have a different aim than bows do. Surely. All right, so plus 10. We set up the pots. Yeah, luckily I still have this written down. I mean, I guess I figured I'd use it on other runs too.
Who are you? Oh, now.
Where does this plus... Like, where does that plus 19 come from? What is that? And when does the weapon start getting some... Because that's normally the scaling damage. But I don't know where that's from. Weird. And it's not like some two-hand thing, because... I don't know. Not sure where that's from. When Thorn's armor no hit run. Well, somebody actually asked for a Briar, or they requested a Briar armor lightning ram run. No hit run. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, but I probably will do that run casually instead. Yeah, we got a bit of setup to do here. Add last right's flat AR to Briar armor? Probably not. I would guess not. There's some new games people are playing. Where One's Meat is one that a lot of people have been playing currently. I tried it out. It's pretty fun. What else have people been playing? Other than that, I don't really know. Maybe some like new COD came out, I thought. COD 7 or I don't know. I don't know if I have enough excrement on this. Okay, I do. I'm pretty sure no one's ever said that sentence before. But yeah, 7 is enough. We do need to get rid of these sleep pots, though. We need... I'm going to make 6. Let's go 6 and 6. Or wait. Which one do I need more of? Probably more the other one, I guess, is more important. How many pots do I have? I have 11. Yeah, like we want more poison, right? So we should go 6 poison. And don't you only need normally 4 vetted anyways? Yeah, we go like this. And now we also have to go get the frost pot. And the frenzy flamestone. I'm gonna make it nighttime just in case. I mean, honestly, at least on this run, this cheese is very fitting. It's very fitting on this run because we're pretty much going all status anyways. Schmook, how's it going, dude? All right, Frenzy Flamestone. This is definitely one of the longer runs, if not the actual longest run for any percent so far. Definitely the longest any percent. So save some buds for freezing. Apparently I did. Honestly, I didn't. But there's still 5 that I didn't pick up for if we kill that hand. And I was kind of thinking, if I forgot, I would save those. So. Because, yeah, I thought about that beforehand. That I'd probably accidentally use them all on Frost. All right, we should be good to go. This cheese is honestly a lot more stressful than the Half-Light one. I think it's mostly just because I haven't done this one as much. Whereas the Half-Light one I've done so many times. The Half-Light one I've done so many times that I just don't even really think about it. But yeah, you know what? Now that I say that, at first, when I started doing the Half-Light cheese, I was so sketched out, thinking he was going to see me one of these times, but... I just need to do this cheese more simply. Yeah, the Half-Light one probably is more stressful, yeah. You can move, though. But you can't make noise. So if you, like, jog, then they're going to see you. Or they're going to hear you. Rick? Wait. Sumatis, congrats, dude. I read the wrong message from the wrong person. But I don't know, Rick, dude. Probably smells like fresh air. And probably right now, smoke. I'm guessing. Okay. Frenzy Flamestone. Normal strat.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. Commend your spirit, but alas.
Alright, sir. First,
He'll take the throne.
poison pot.
Queen Marika has high hopes for us, that we continue to struggle. On to eternity.
Next is fetid pot. Next is fetid, then poison. Oh, why'd I get proc from that? Maybe I didn't wait long enough. Or, you know, well, I don't know. Surely I have enough heals. It's not a problem. I mean, my poison bar must have been done, right? Surely that's not a problem. What if it actually is a problem, dude? It could be. Like, why did that proc me instantly when I'm wearing the full armor set? Like, what? Are there stats? I don't know. Surely I'm not getting instant proc by this again. Yeah, I must... Okay, that makes sense. I must not have been fully reset. Okay, and then the last one we get procced again, because that's what I was concerned about, because we get procced again here on this last one. We do 2. That's why we bring the extra 1. Although I actually brought an extra 2, I guess. How hard is Oblivion no hit? It's very easy. Like, Elder Scrolls no hit runs are very easy, at least the ones that I've done.
I know in my bones a tarnished cannot become a lord. Not even you.
Probably okay with one fetid, 3 poison at the end.
Kill.
Yeah, I it shouldn't matter though. Like, it should never matter. Basically getting the all-knowing, watches the Tarnish come into the room. Wait, I missed the rest of it. But yes, he's not very smart. Come into the room, start monologuing. Tarnish runs and drops a rock at their feet. Runs behind a pillar. Starts throwing shit. Dude, you know what'd be the funniest thing, actually, is to see what that looks like from Gideon's perspective. That'd be so funny, dude. Like, you just see... you just see, like, a pillar and then a pot coming and landing next to you. Oh, that'd be so good, dude. Need to make that happen. Okay, so we have 52 rot, so that needs to last for this. 2 rot procs here and Radagon. We can also just go get more. So that's fine. We have a lot of frost as well, so that should be good. Probably go rot, then frost. Then bleed. Dude, that'd actually be so funny to see that. Like, the first person view of Gideon watching the pots fly over the the corner. It's like, why is that pillar throwing pots at me? Oh, that does look really close. Oh shit, the frames are dropping, dude.
Oh, thou didst me good service, Siraj.
Okay, my YouTube frames are totally dying. Luckily, this is a long cutscene. Okay, are we good?
I've given thee courtesy enough.
I think we're good.
my strength befits a
I don't know why the frames are dying all of a sudden. And kind of the behavior of it is almost reminding me of when I was having stream issues with another setup. Like my old stream PC setup, I had some issues with as well that looked very similar. Like it would just kind of cut out for a bit, and then the bitrate would shoot up really high for some reason, and then it would come back and it would be normal. But I don't know why that'd be happening. Okay, anyways, what we need to do, 31 rot should be enough, but we should go get more bolts for Elden Beast in case we run out, because it's pretty much just a double boss.
Oh, good night. Are you here as a customer?
So we're gonna get lightning. Lightning's pretty much like the third option on Elden Beast once we run out of physical, and then I'll go get fire, and I could use those on Radagon. And yeah, we'll go Rot plus Frost on Radagon initially.
trading.
And then probably just all physical past that point. So, like, we should be pretty much good to go. My bitrate on YouTube is 25 kilobits per second. On Twitch, it's 8,000. So hopefully this is, I mean, we definitely have enough bolts for Elden Beast. Absolutely unhinged finish to that. Oof. Tough one, dude. That was a tough one. Although I actually had way more arrows than I thought I would, but it's probably because I used the flaming on Radagon. You know what? I really thought I was going to stagger him there. But his poise must have reset at some point, because I was able to get off those hits when he was in the air, so I really thought I was going to get a stun at some point, but... Oof. That's a tough one, dude. That's like literally harder Elden Beast than the Master Run gets. I'm using Black Flame on that, but that was a tough Elden Beast. Dang, dude. Yeah, definitely a pretty tricky ending to that. That was a tough one.